Hi everyone, this is the Legendary Arm back again with more. This time I'm going to be doing another Beyblade video. This is going to be for Beyblade X. This time I wanted to talk about the Beyblade X anime. Well, I'm just going to be giving my thoughts on the Beyblade X anime. I know the anime is not officially out yet as of the time of this recording, but I want to actually go over the news and some of the updates about it. So back on May 17th, we got this weird kind of split kind of teaser trailer where it was a teaser for the manga and the teaser for like how the anime characters will be designed. You know, the design for the characters in the anime basically. Um so the main character's name is Bird Kazami, and it's really interesting because having the main character named Bird is kind of funny, especially especially since it seems like that's going to be his English, not just his English translate name, but it feels like that's also going to be his name intentionally too. Um, yeah, that's interesting. I really hope that they keep it for the English dub because that would be funny hearing every character call him Bird, especially since we had to get used to it and people outside the Beyblade community hearing it for the first time will probably laugh, which will be also funny too if you think about it. But yeah, the main character's name is Bird, and I'm not really too sure what to think about it. I know that in the manga he owns like a bird Beyblade, so that's interesting. But it's also interesting that he also owns Hell Scythe, so yeah, it's something interesting overall, to be honest. And sorry for the clicking if you hear it. It's my mouse because I'm on the computer while I'm talking about the characters. Now the next character is Kamen X. So I guess it's like a I guess it's like a reference to Kamen Rider. I don't know anything about Kamen Rider, but I think it's like a Power Rangers thing. Yeah, he's just a masked guy. He's a guy with a mask. That's all I can really say about it. There's not much to say about it. It's interesting though because his mask is blue and his whole outfit is blue. Cross X, I think is his name. Cross X, something like that. Yeah, it's like Korosu X or something like that. Yeah, I think he might be Common X, but I'm not entirely sure because, you know, his outfit is literally the same as Common X. So, I guess it kind of spoiled us there. Um, and we also have Nanairo Multi, which is also really funny to hear people not know how to say her name. Okay, so for the May 17th kind of teaser trailer, she has cat ears, but for the official anime poster, she actually has like these devil horns. So it really makes me wonder, will you have cat ears or will you have devil horns? Will you have something else? Like some kind of other different types of ears? It'll be interesting if she just had fox or bunny ears out of nowhere. And another thing that's also interesting is that, yeah, if you look at the back of the boxes, she actually has both Wizard Arrow and Night Shield. I would consider that to be a spoiler, but I don't think that's a spoiler because it's on the back of the boxes. It's like if you watch like the reviews on Night Shield and Wizard Arrow, then that'll be right there. So yeah, that's not a spoiler to me. Yeah, I guess I'll put like a spoiler warning there if you want to call it a spoiler warning. I don't know. It's up to you. My thoughts on Nairo Multi. She looks really interesting. I'm honestly really happy that we finally have another female character that's a main character. Well, that's kind of like a main character since Quadra isn't really like a main character. She's kind of like a side character. She's kind of like a main character sidekick type of character, basically. And then we have and I know that like most of the female players have just been like on the side, so I think this is one of the first times where the female Blader is actually in the main team and actually blading instead of just sitting around. So I'm really looking forward to it. Especially since Beyblade's for everyone. It's not just for guys, it's not just for girls, it's not just for, you know, the younger crowd either. There's adults that like Beyblade, there's girls that like Beyblade, there's I'm sure there's even, you know, like people with some kind of disabilities that like Beyblade too. You never really know. It's something that appeals to everyone. So that's why I feel like they should have characters that kind of represent different types of people, and having female characters is a step in the right direction. Yeah, I really like the poster though. I wish I had the ink for it. I would print it out and put it on my wall. That's how much I like it. But yeah, that's about it for my thoughts on the characters. We recently got like a news article in a way where it's basically like a toy where's like an interview between ADK Emotions and it's some kind of toy article company. They talk about Beyblade Burst Quad Strike actually continuing on August 7th, which is interesting. They also talked a little bit about the Hasbro stuff a little bit, but the main thing is Beyblade X. One thing that people actually overlooked that I feel like shouldn't be overlooked, you go to the actual site, which I'll probably link in the description. You can see on the picture, it shows Bird, well, from left to right, it shows Bird, Cross X, and Nanairo Multi, and all of them are just launching their Beyblades. And it shows ADK Emotions, well, the logo for ADK Emotions. Then they have the Takara Tomy logo. The main thing is that there's no Hasbro logo. There's no Hasbro logo, there's no other toy brand logo, there's only Takara Tomy. So, that's why, to me, in my opinion, I feel like Takara Tomy is the only one that's in charge of this, and Hasbro is no more. But some people don't feel like Hasbro is some people don't feel like Hasbro is completely gone yet, but I feel like they are gone. We do know though that the new Beyblade X anime will actually be coming out in the fall, I think. I think they said third or fourth quarter of the year, so that's like fall. And fall is like September, October type of time. So that's not too long of a wait. It's enough time for them to actually release some Beyblades and to also get people hyped for whatever the anime storyline will be, because most of the time the anime does not follow the manga like at all for Beyblade. So it's interesting to see what will happen. And one thing to kind of keep in mind is that because of Beyblade being evergreen, I feel like Hasbro will actually start to wrap things up around December. One thing I did notice with, I guess you could say like business agreements, like business practices or something like that. I kind of noticed that with some businesses, whenever they do like anime stuff, or some kind of contract or something, they normally go until the end of the year for their contract. So I think Hasbro and the whole Quad Strike thing, I think it will go until the end of the year. So let's say, so I'm going to be saying that possibly in December that'll basically be the end of Beyblade Burst. Then by like January or February, we might end up seeing Beyblade X in the US. I know that it's a pretty lengthy wait, but at least the wait isn't as bad as it used to be, because we used to have a handful of years to wait in between Beyblade generations. I basically put out community tab posts, and I asked questions about Beyblade X. So first I asked what Beyblade is your favorite looks wise, and then I put out another one asking what your thoughts on the Beyblade X is so far. So Source Goody said, "What are those?" Which is basically in reference to the X Cross's shoes, which I do think that Cross X and Kamen X are probably the same people, probably the same person. I mean, yeah, we just have to see. Crimsonian Elite says, "No offense, but Kamen X's hairline is making his forehead look like a large runway for an airplane." And Leftbird said, "A lot of people are simping over him." So basically, I think Crimsonian is basically saying that it's basically just dissing on Cross X and saying that his hairline is weird. But I think for an anime character, it's about average, because for anime characters, they always have crazy hair. I mean, I guess the best example would be someone like, I don't know, we have some of the female characters that end up having hair that just cover their hairline pretty much. So yeah, I think that's about average. But um, overall for the characters, I really like them. I like their designs. They're really unique. And for the key visual, I'll just mention the key visual here. The key visual looks really amazing. It looks like a futuristic kind of technological kind of key visual. I know that Burst already kind of looked futuristic when we first saw like the teaser trailer for it, which that's actually something that we never seen yet, is an actual teaser trailer for the anime. Like, we do see the pictures, but we don't see actual Beyblade spinning in the anime, so we don't know like the animation studio or anything like that. So it's really interesting compared to how Burst was. So honestly, just hope that whatever they do with it ends up being good. By the way, if you want to buy or pre-order Beyblade X, there's a link in the description to Model Toys, and if you buy anything through the link, you'll actually support the channel in the process. You can also use my code, TheLegendaryR, and that code will actually help you get 5% off your first order. Yeah, that's about it. So, like if you want, share if you want, and subscribe to become a legend in the making. See you next time, bye, and we are proven to be legendary. Stay legendary.